Previously on Tales of Arise.
Cookie effect plus 15 or cookie restoration by 20% but 50%. God damn, we're gonna hit hard because of this. Fuck that. Give me this wiener. This big ass wiener. This thick ass sausage. Yeah, willing to spend 2 nights for that wiener. And now, back to Boobasode. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jarabi Therian bringing you another episode of Tales of Arise. We last left off, we finally made our way through Lenegis to investigate what is going on with the Renans, to finally uncover the truth behind their enslavement of the Dahnans, and to finally understand what their involvement within this whole world, this whole story, dating back to centuries ago, but then finally put an end to this conflict between the Dahnans and the Renans. And we came out a little bit more confused than we originally started. So I've been asking this question since we beat Balsiv. Why are the Renans on Lenegis not giving a shit about what we've been doing down here and not trying to stop us from overthrowing the Renans? Why were they so quiet this entire time? And I sort of got my answer. The Renans on Lenegis didn't know shit about what was going on during the crown contest. At all. Ever since the crown contest started, communications has been cut. And they were stuck just like doing their own thing on Lenegis, not knowing a single thing about what we've been doing. They don't even know that Balsiv is dead, let alone the other Renan lords. Yeah, somehow they know that, like, Volron killed the last water lord of, like, Ganeth Haros. But yeah, it turns out that, like, the Renans had no idea what we've been doing throughout the entire game. And we've been trying to figure out why. Like, what is going on within the circumstances of Lenegis? Because we arrived there, and the whole city was in ruins, which was the result of them using that, like, beam attack that essentially sapped Dahna of his astral energy. So the Renans had no idea what they were doing as well, like what the purpose of like moving the city even was. More mysteries, and more mysteries. The episode was full of just like mysteries and like more questions about what was going on Lenegis. So we came up with a few theories and possible like hints as to what could possibly be going on. So, apparently, there is indeed a sovereign. There was a sovereign this entire time. It wasn't Volron, it wasn't Alphen. It was a whole other, sovereign. And this sovereign went up to Rena, the planet above Lenegis. However, he hasn't returned since then. And it was also the case that none of the Renans on Lenegis ever went to Rena. Nor has Rena ever sent any Renans down to Lenegis or any other place in Dahna. Which means something is happening on Rena that is causing the Sovereign to never come back, and for the Renans to not ever go there. I'm having a theory. It's possible that the Renans were actually exiled from Rena itself. I'm having the feeling that like the Renans on Lenegis are all of the Renans that we have. Like, the Renans on Rena no longer exist. They probably all died. Because why else would communications from the planets be cut? Why would there be no information going to and fro? Unless all the Renans on Rena are dead. Killed by something or someone, but I'm having the feeling that it's a something. And that something might have something to do with Shionne's thorn. So another thing we found out is that, well, it's not really that much of a surprise, but apparently, Shionne's thorns are taking its own consciousness. Shionne's thorns are made of dark Renan astral energy. And if astral energy becomes so potent, it starts to form its own consciousness and desires. So in other words, that like fire demon that we saw back in Balsiv's castle, that was an example of, astral energy taking its own form. In which case, that would mean Shionne's thorns are a consciousness of the dark Renan astral energy. For some bizarre reason, the Renan astral energy wants to destroy everything, which we don't know why. I could have sworn, I think I remember, didn't they like point out like something about like Renan dark astral energy that like, apparently, it's the weird thing because Dohalim kept saying that, like, there's no such thing as, like, a Renan astral core. There's no Renan astral core to be aware of, which is a little bit strange because I figured that, like, the Renans of all people would be, like, having dark Renan astral cores all over the place, but apparently one doesn't exist. And yet the 5 Dahnan elements have master cores, which is, I'm kind of confused about that. Like, why are Dahnan astral energies a part of the cores that the Renans use? Why?
Is it possible that, like, maybe the Renans... It is part of a theory that, like, maybe once upon a time, the Renans and Dahnans were actually friendly to each other. But something happened to cause them to, you know, cause the two factions of two races to just drift apart. That's what I'm thinking. Like, some part of me just want to, like, really get to the bottom of, like, what's going on within the lore and, like, what is going on within the history of the Renans and the Dahnans. I know I said before that I was more interested in what's happening on Lenegis and, like, the whole conflict, but I am interested in the context behind the conflict. What drove things to be as they are. And we might just find that out once we get further into Lenegis. Apparently, like, I don't know if that's really the point of no return, that teleporter. I'm having the feeling that, like, we have, like, more stuff to do in this game. That's the thing. I have to go to these, like, other areas in, like, the other, you know, places. Like those areas that the lights fell. Like in the Ganath Harrows, Mahaksar, and in Menancia. I still need to do those places with some, you know, other side quests. I'm having the feeling that, like, it's not actually that area that, like, we stopped at was exactly the point of no return. I think that is going to be our last warning before the world itself changes. I hope so, because there's no way they're gonna, like, expect me to level up to level 50 and, like, go through these areas. So, like, the enemies in these areas are just so difficult to fight. So it is my hope that once we get past that point, the world itself would change, and things might, I don't know, like, maybe, like, something else would happen within itself. I don't know, maybe we'll, like, actually end up getting locked out of some of these regions, and we won't be able to, like, go back to them until the story tells us we can. I don't know, but I'm gonna have to, like, take a gamble on this and just hope that I'm not approaching the end of this game, which I genuinely hope, because there's still more questions that we need to answer. There still is. So anyways, let's get started with this episode. I've been, like, rambling for too long. Okay, so first off, I kind of want to, like, go here to Menacia, because I spent some time fishing at all of those spots, and I kind of want to, like, turn it into my fishing records. There are some, like, fish I still need to get, like, those, like, giant, you know, boss fishes that I still haven't, like, caught yet. There's some I didn't really catch, but I'm planning on doing that at the beginning of this episode before I, like, continue on with the story. And then also, I'll go and, like, turn in these other side quests. It's like, this is, like, other lady that wants this book, and I'm having a feeling that, like, this Renan book is exactly what she needs. It's still gonna take me some time before I can, like, fight the deer boss over here, because it was at level 50. I really do believe that, like, we're not at the end of this game. I really do. So anyways, let's get started with this episode. Hey there, dude. Custom fish. Let me see how many types of fish you got. 20, huh? Okay, here you go. Yeah, here. Thank you. A fish sniper. A rod favored by intermediate fishermen. While it drains fish stamina more quickly, it abandons more skill to master in return. Okay. Hold on. Can I, like, get anything else from you? No. Okay. Alright, then, let me, like, go to those fishing spots. We're gonna go from the bottom up. It'll also, like, go to these, like, shops real quick just to check to see if I'm missing any, like, lures that I can get as well. Nope. No fishing lure. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's also a lot of skits I need to do, too. But I'm gonna do all those later. Also, I should check this area here. It's, like, rock that I can't seem to get through for some reason. If it turns out that I still can't get through it, then that definitely means I'm not at the very end of this game. No shot they're gonna, like, just, like, have me complete the game before I can get past that point. Yeah, this motherfucker is still here. How long are you gonna stand there, dude? Jesus Christ. Can I, like, get through, please? Alright. Damn it. Okay, I'm definitely not at the end of the game, then. Thankfully. Okay, Lacerda Salmon. Okay, might as well just, like, use this as well. Don't seem to have, like, the lure for it for some reason. Yeah, I don't have the lure for it. Got to wait for a while. This probably should be in another, like, region or something that I can buy. Okay, Armored Dungeon. I think I tried to get this guy, but I couldn't, you know, really get it. So let me see if I can, like, try again. Hey, let me try it anyways.
Astral arts to catch the fish and
square and triangle.
Oh boy, she's a big one.
Alright, let's try it. Okay, doing good so far. That's might be the easiest one. Oh no, no. Come on, stay with me.
That was disappointing.
Fuck. Damn it. Okay, so apparently, like, it doesn't matter if I get the lure. I can try again. I don't think it even is there.
Time
Damn
to
it.
try a different spot.
Fuck. Alright, let me see if I can, like, get the lure if I can. I thought I could get it. I was close. kind of disarming lore, but that's nothing really. I wonder if we're gonna actually get that lore. Oh yeah, there's also one more thing you have to check. Apparently there's like this area here in like Ganymede Castle that like, for some reason I haven't checked. So I'm gonna actually head there just to check out what the fuck this is. I could have sworn, I don't know if I remember even like checking this place. What in the world is this? This might work with the key. Use the A to the hidden chamber. Oh, got the key to it. Ah, what's this? A lucky bangle. A bracelet that increases the chances of enemies dropping items. Though handy, it'll still take luck to healthily replenish diminished supplies. Oh, okay. I don't know if I was supposed to do this, like, at the beginning of the game or some shit. Most likely. Whoopsies. Alright, let's continue on. There's also this fishing spot over here. I think I already caught the fish here. Oh no, not the Sicilian salmon. Okay, seems like there's gotta be more lures that I haven't gotten yet. It seems like those, like, spots with the big fish are there. Ah, fuck, hold on. Damn
Okay,
it.
change of plan.
Forgot which one button I had to press.
There we go.
Wrong one. Yeah, I don't even have the lure for this one either. Come on, I gotta have a lure for one of these things. I think I have the lure for this lake over here in Elementia. I just couldn't get it, but I'm gonna try again this time. Yeah, golden catfish, though. Here's the
Where should I cast my
Bienfu
line?
one.
Dang, this fish is being stung.
Alright. Come on. Keep going that direction, please. That's really helpful. Come on, come on. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes, finally. Got one.
This is quite the catch, if I do say so myself.
We sure hit the jackpot. That'll taste great.
Alright, that should be the first boss fish I caught. Oh boy. And that's like the ingredient for a dish that increases our EXP.
Wow, I can't believe you caught another amazing fish!
Yeah, no kidding. I had no idea there was anything like that even swimming around in the... Kisara?
Huh? Oh, hey, Rinwell, Alphen.
Why the long face? Not happy with your haul?
Are you not sure how you want to cook it? If you don't mind it being grilled, I'd be happy to do it for you.
No, it's nothing like that. Here, take a look at this. It's a golden catfish.
Yeah?
A golden catfish? Is there some kind of problem with it or something? It's not like it's poisonous or anything, right?
My brother Miguel told me something about catfish once. He said, when you find a big one, it's an omen. And with a catfish this big, I'm just hoping it isn't a sign something bad's coming our way.
No, don't worry. We're gonna come to a major plot twist later in the story, Kisara. We're gonna get into some major shit once we get into that teleporter. Whatever we find on the other side of that place.
Are catfish like that supposed to be bad omens?
Not necessarily, but you know how these things go. Omens usually don't pop up to warn you of when good things are coming.
Well, think of it like this. Omens just mean that change is coming. And in this case, it's change that all of us are going to bring.
Totally. We're trying to overthrow the big bad Renans. If that's a bad omen for anyone, then we're gonna make sure it's for them.
Huh. I never thought of it like that. Then I guess you could say this fish is Miguel's way of telling us that he's with us. That we can do this.
We're going to build a future for Dahna that's as bright as that fish.
You bet we will.
Alright. New panel. Finally. Queen Angler. Increase max AG. Thank you. Proof of catching a legendary boss fish. It won't be long before people start calling Kisara the Queen of Fishing. Okay, faster AG recovery. Tempest Wyvern. Kisara swings her shield around, creating a tornado. Stronger if activated while guarding. And AG restore from critical hits. Increase near-death elemental defense. Okay, let me see what I can get. Oh yeah, that's right, of course. I'm supposed to finally get this. Incineration Wave for Alphen. Can't wait to try it out. Finally. And I'm gonna get like a reduced arc casting time during combos with Xion. Still trying to figure out a way to get this ice cream. And like Untamable Rage, I think that's like Owls met 8% as well. I'm still trying to figure out where the owls are. I'd probably have to like revisit some areas I haven't been to in a while. Because I might have missed some. It's probably this, increased BG at battle start, probably. And then increased weak point damage, too. But overall, I kind of do want to strengthen match charge as well. Now for Nohalim, let's see. Probably still the same thing. Arc casting mobility. Kasara, okay, let me try it and get something for her. Probably increase near-death defense and elemental defense. Mostly the near-death stuff is probably the best for the characters. I need to find a Silver Marlin, whatever that is. Yeah, nothing much of a lot, just like get this for the panel. Resistance plus 30. Yeah, I already got this lure. Okay, let me like at least try out this skit first. Out of reach.
Xion, just in the nick of time. Here, lend me a hand while I...
No!
What the... Oh, right. The thorns. My bad.
No, I'm the one who should apologize. I overreacted.
Again, Law? Can't you even go a minute without putting your foot in your mouth?
Seriously, it's fine. I'd rather that than people feeling like they're walking on eggshells around me. Besides, I'm the one who should be vigilant about not touching you guys, not the other way around.
Actually, I've been meaning to ask. Not being able to touch people, does it ever get lonely sometimes?
I guess I never really thought about it in those terms. It was either accept it for what it was or come undone. Before long, it was just part of my everyday reality. I think I even forgot there was another way to live. Which isn't to say I didn't feel alone. I did. Always.
So numb to your reality, you couldn't even recognize it as loneliness? I don't know how you managed.
It's fine. I know I'm not alone anymore.
But I can't even touch you. No way of lending you a shoulder when you're down? Even Alphen.
I appreciate the concern. Until I get rid of these thorns, I guess I'll have to put up with it just a little longer. But not forever. Alphen promised me that. Maybe it'll be soon, maybe it won't be. But either way, the day will come. And I'll be ready when it does.
Yeah, just hang in there. One day, we'll share a big warm hug. You'll see. I promise.
Ah, it's just sweet. It really warms my heart to see the characters be so kind to Xion, and vice versa. Alright, so still nothing here. There's probably train grounds, but I won't be able to go there. There's no fishing spot here. Or here. There's definitely not. And Altalena Palace, yeah, I'm gonna like go here to like give the girl the book. Alright, lady, we got this like book from Lenegis. Oh my god, she doesn't actually want it. I do have it, right? Yeah, the Historia Rune. Why does she not care about this one? There's a whole new book. Over Lenegis, no doubt. She'd probably be like going horny over this shit. Oh well. You do you, lady. Apparently there's gotta be an ultimate book somewhere. Somewhere in the world. Charming Lord? Nope. Yeah, I got the fish here. Oh, I thought I already got that skit. Constant vigilance.
I never thought about this until now, Alphen, but doesn't it get hot wearing that armor all the time? You feel heat and cold again, don't you?
Admittedly, yeah. It can get pretty toasty in this thing.
Is it hard when your back starts to itch?
Oh, you bet. Plus, my shoulders get stiff wearing it, even if it's not all that heavy.
Kisara looks like she manages all right with her armor.
Armor takes a strong body and a stout heart.
Spoken like a true guardsman. Not that I really get what you mean.
The more I think about it, the more I realize what a pain it must be. Like, what do you do when you need to take a leak?
Ew!
That part can be a bit of a pain, yeah. More things to take off.
That sucks, man. Wouldn't it be easier if you just walked around outside of your armor most of the time instead?
You never know when the enemy might attack. As tempting as it might be to take it off, it's not worth getting killed over.
So basically, you're screwed if you ever get attacked while taking a dump. Right, Rinwell?
Oh my god.
Are you doing this on purpose?
Boy talk. Girls can never handle that. Alright, our green pike. Let me see. Do I have one for that?
You're still not done fishing yet?
Here it is.
There we go.
Probably it's in the right one.
Boy, that's a bit of a letdown.
Oh, there
You
it
take
is.
your fishing pretty seriously.
Alright, all done here.
We've reached our destination.
You know, I'm starting to notice that, like, Rinwell's not saying her signature line. The heck's going on with you, Rinwell? You okay?
I'm fine. I'm just calling in sick for the day.
Alright, Rinwell. Whenever you feel like saying it again, just let me know. I'll be ready. Okay, a cobalt trout. Alright, this will probably be a rare one, so triangle and square.
This feels
All right.
like a big one.
Guys, it's gonna be a hard one. Come on, keep doing it. That direction, yes. There we go.
Wow, this fish is seriously rare.
Oh my gosh, that's a really rare species.
And that was another boss fish.
What a gorgeous fish you caught. It almost looks a little like a gemstone. It's breathtaking.
Okay, so they have a skip for each of the fish we catch.
It's called a cobalt trout. They're actually tremendously rare. I never thought I'd catch one for myself.
I wonder how it tastes.
Of course.
Look at how big it is. Its growth must have been pretty unusual. Maybe it absorbed some water astral energy or something.
Mutated fish are known to be pretty cautious by nature. It's possible it turned out this way after years of avoiding human contact.
We're still going to eat it though, aren't we?
Come on, we don't have to eat it, right? I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of other fish we could catch later.
Yeah, I guess.
No way. You should always eat whenever you get the chance. You never know when the enemy will strike next.
That's true.
Wait, I don't get it, Shion. Ganatharos is pretty much lip.
I said we're cooking it, Alpha. Now get to work!
Oh, damn it. The pain of being a good cook, right, Kasara?
Yeah, too true, Alphin. Too true.
Alright, and now that I got that fish, surprisingly I managed to get it. I think it really is possible to get those boss fishes. I just need to, like, keep trying. Or maybe, like, get a better lure. Let me, like, check the, inn for Ganatharos. I barely even been into the inn. Like, only, like, twice. Nah, I already got that, too. Alrighty. Imagine if there's a fishing spot in this wedge here. Likely not. Alright, I got some boss fishes. Keep saying fishes, but it says fish. A marine floater, a surface lure that works on some saltwater fish, but is much less effective for freshwater fish. Alright. Okay, so cave sea bass, Vesper sea bass, and Konosuba sea bream.
Now where might those fish
I don't
be?
know if I even, like, caught those yet. I think that's pretty much it. There's no way I'm gonna be able to get through these, like, stages, so... Let me, like, rest up here, because I want to do some, like, skits and catch up with some stuff.
I can't eat anymore.
Alright, so some, like, there's, like, one thing that I kind of somehow missed. One of these skits. Which one was it? Yeah, 3 to go. I don't know what this one was. For some reason, it's after Calaglia. There's no way that I missed this entire game. No way.
What do you know? Another big fire monster with nothing better to do than get in our way.
Oh, that's when I beat that, like, giant monster. Okay. How did I miss that one?
I wonder where the rest of those lights ended up landing. It looked like they were pretty scattered.
Well, whatever they're after, let's just hope none of them are anywhere near a city. An ambush on civilians is the last thing we need.
Well, no rest for the wicked, right? Though with 1 down and 3 to go, it sounds like our headache is just beginning.
I thought you liked the opportunity to flex your muscles.
Against those things? It's not like I have a death wish. Besides, we've already got our hands full saving the world. Dying stupidly won't be much help to the cause.
Yeah, I guess I can't argue with that logic. Sorry.
Okay, so I guess I did miss it. I I didn't really notice that. I just assumed we didn't have like a skit after that. So again, I feel like at some point I am going to get to those areas. I'm just not strong enough yet. Alright, so the party's unity tested.
What? Hey guys, I don't see any of our food anywhere.
What?
I know! The bag we kept it all in has vanished! Some Zoogles must have gotten in behind us and swiped the whole thing while we were fighting.
Xion!
What? Don't look at me! I didn't do anything this time, promise!
What? Huh? What are you guys talking about?
This affects you too, you know! We lost all our food, including all those sweets you love so freaking much!
What? How could this happen? Those sweets are the highlight of my day! Oh, so hungry.
Hunger is like that. The moment you know there's nothing you can do about it, it becomes that much more unbearable.
Whoever did this, I swear I'm gonna make them pay for stealing our supplies.
All that's left now is this one lonesome apple.
Oh my god.
Law?
What? Hey, don't look at me like that. I picked this apple myself. I'm not just gonna...
Food.
Hand it over.
Stay away!
Hey, I'm back. Huh? What the heck happened here?
Only a poignant reminder of how dangerous a food shortage can be in a collective. A serious problem indeed. And one we should all be mindful of.
I see. Does it have anything to do with why you're holding our food supply bag behind your back?
Oh god, these guys are so stupid. It's so stupid. But hey, that's the best part about it. Alright then, so I'm not sure what is going to happen beyond the point that we go to, so I'm going to do this. If we ever get to I don't think we're going to go to a boss. I think we're going to go to another stage somehow. So I'm going to actually cook this fish steak for the first time. Or is there anything else I should make? I do kind of want to cook these foods at least once. Each of them. I don't think I've ever... Well, okay, you know what? Let's just cook this fish steak for the first time. We might get a skit from this, so... A fish steak?
Well, how's it taste?
The meat is just the right texture and firmness. You can easily taste all of the ingredients that went into it.
I'm impressed you can cut up such a huge fish.
The basic procedure doesn't really change whether a fish is big or small. All it takes is practice.
Still, I feel a little bad eating this fish. It's supposed to be a pretty rare species, isn't it?
Yeah, they're not really easy to get.
I'm the type who fishes for food first and foremost. Once I catch something, I cook it up with care so it doesn't go to waste. Don't worry, I took an imprint of it for posterity before I turned it into steak.
The meat is so thick. It almost reminds me a little of beef.
What's the difference? Isn't it all meat at the end of the day, regardless of where it comes from?
Says the guy who always complains about it not being red meat whenever we have fish.
Look, as long as it tastes good, I don't care what it is.
Even vegetables?
I'm talking about meat!
It looks thick because that's how big the fish was. There's still plenty to go around, so feel free to have more if you want it.
Sure, I'll take another slice.
Better grab it while you can, everyone.
Yeah, no. Alright then, so apparently it's more bond episodes, or actually, I'm not sure what these things are called, but they're conversations, so let's do a Dohalim. I think we've done everyone in the party so far, except for Dohalim, so let's do that. Dohalim.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? Another fine day for journeying, huh?
Tell me, do you ever find yourself tiring of the vagabond existence?
It's better than being enslaved, that's for sure. I get to pick my own destination, for starters. You don't get those luxuries as a slave.
Shackle a man's feet, and you put a clamp on his heart as well.
Then there was the food. Gross slop that left you in a permanent state of hunger. Ugh, you wouldn't believe the things I ate to keep from starving. What about you? This must all sound pretty alien to someone who used to be a lord.
Now that I think about it, technically, aren't the Renans also aliens then? Since they come from another planet? Or are Dahnan's aliens? I don't know. Who's the aliens? Despite all of you looking human.
Is that a hint of interest in my past I detect?
I guess that's one way to put it.
Well, certainly starvation was never a concern I had to contend with. The day-to-day grind was largely taken care of for me. I even had help getting in and out of clothes. All that was required of me was standing still while looking solemn.
That's quite the downgrade you've made. It's a wonder you don't sound more bitter.
This might surprise you, but I actually don't find our current situation all that disagreeable. My own hardships paled in comparison to yours, granted. But life as a lord came laden with its own restrictions. Forgive me. Such complaints must sound like feeble extravagances to a Dahnan.
True, Renan opulence doesn't feature high on my sympathy list. Then again, yours isn't exactly a normal case.
I suppose it's not. Sometimes, I can't help but wonder how much easier life would have been without the trappings of nobility.
You really mean that?
Pay me no heed. Not but the ramblings of a privileged eccentric. Whatever my past, it has led to my being here. That is all the reality I need concern myself with.
Alright. Alright then, let's head on back to Lenegis. We could have like eaten at Lenegis, but you know. Probably have to like make my way back to that spot again too. I hope this isn't the point of no return. Will that actually stop me? It will again. Alrighty then. Here's to hoping this isn't the final boss or some bullshit. The only way is forward.
I'm determined to save Shion and Dahna. Nothing I learned can change that.
Okay, so it does give you the option then. Alright. Time to learn the truth. Huh, so something else here.
Hold up, you guys.
What is it?
I want to look through that room over there.
Oh wait, is this the same?
Here's what we'll find.
That's the room you visited in your past, right? Sure. We can check it out.
Yeah, it's like, this is the same place that, like, Alpha was in. Alright, we gotta find some juicy details.
This looks like some kind of research facility.
A laboratory secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
Alright. The Forbidden Zone.
For the people of Lenegis, the Forbidden Zone is the stuff of dreams. Yet here I am, standing within its hallowed halls.
It's off limits even for lords, then? Talk about an exclusive club.
Being exclusive is one thing, but how many important facilities let in only the Sovereign? Doesn't that seem a little strange?
Strange doesn't cover it. If it was only one room, maybe. But a place on this scale? How did they keep it from falling into ruin?
I don't know, probably the janitors.
Whoever the Sovereign is, they can't manage the upkeep of this whole place themselves.
Did no one ever talk about it when you were growing up?
No, not that I can remember. Then again, Sovereigns and Forbidden Zones weren't exactly breakfast table conversations.
The Forbidden Zone is a hallowed place, at one with the Sovereign's authority, grounds of the one true ruler who presides over all Renans. That is what we believed this place to be. No, what we were made to believe it was.
Oh, so they lied about that.
But now, it is finally time to discover this area's true purpose, and why it was kept hidden behind the scenes for so long.
Yeah, there's probably some of those places, so... What is... Hold on. Is there something else over here? Some plants. Seems to be an area over there. Okay, what is this, like, control terminal here?
I think I can make this work.
Well, can you make head or tail of it?
These are experiment records by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see. A composite being capable of controlling Dahnan astral energy so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup. The creation of a governing central figure, taking the form of a Dahnan. Codename Sovereign.
Sovereign.
Wait, there's more. Research into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the master course. With all this raw data, there's bound to be records here somewhere about the Maiden and the Lords, too.
About the Lords? Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renan citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renans are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait.
What is it? Did you find something?
It's a list of names, with the title, Test Subjects, Sovereign.
Okay, so I had a feeling. So they want really a body. They don't want a sovereign. They are testing for sovereigns, but I feel like they don't. The title doesn't matter. They want people of the same level, of the same power, strength level of a sovereign for something they're doing on Rena, for whatever is happening there.
It's your call.
Read it.
There must be dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait, I think I've found one that was successful. Test subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Alphen.
Ah.
They re-engineered me. Right here in this lab.
Alphen.
It's fine, really. What about the others? Was I the only one?
Test subject number 10105. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name,
Volron.
Volron.
Yeah.
Volron? But that means...
He's a Dahnan.
He's only sovereign because someone made him that way too.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Volron are the only 2 subjects on whom the experiment was a success.
But what about the winners of the crown contests? Does this mean that none of them were ever crowned sovereign after all?
Upon victory, the Sovereign shall return to Rena and rule over Rena and Lenegis combined. When a new Sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But according to these records, there have only ever been 2 Sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest.
Oh, So what's been happening to these so-called, quote-unquote, sovereigns who win, then? That must be the case. There must be something is happening to these sovereigns. I'm having a feeling like the sovereigns that went there are dead.
It's all lies, including the part about the Sovereign residing in Rena. The crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
But even supposing that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the Sovereign, then who was it?
Good question.
Crown contests have been held this whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a Sovereign. Me. Meaning that for the past 300 years, Someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
The Red Woman?
It's possible. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's the mastermind behind this scheme. She could be working for someone else. Someone back on the Renan homeworld.
Either way, it's fair to say she's definitely involved somehow.
What about the data records? Is there no other information that could help us?
Not that I can see. Just file upon file of experiment results. There's nothing here about who's behind all this, or what their endgame is, unfortunately. I've barely managed to scratch the surface, mind you. You won't be able to read through it all, but you're welcome to take a look through what you can, while we're here.
I'll do that.
Alright.
So this is where Alphen became the Sovereign. And Volron as well. The significance of this location would suggest...
Hey, it looks like the terminals in here turned on too.
We should look through them. They might contain valuable information.
Alright. Select the topic to explore. The Sovereign, the Maiden, Exterminal. Hold on, I want to say that last. Unless they're all the same. Master Cores, Spirit Cores. This one talks about Lord's Unique Adjustment Index Test Subject Report. Sedative Mask Brainwashing Report. The Sedative Mask. And this one is Lenegis Detachable Harvester. I see, okay. Let me start with this one then. I'll save the Sovereign and Maiden for last. Okay, so the Master Cores and the Spirit Cores. Okay, it's Master Core. Master Cores are instruments of power containing astral energy that belongs to one of the 6 elements. 5 of these Master Cores, those with earth, water, fire, wind, and light, are loaned to Renan lords at the time of the Crown Contest. Only the Dark Master Core is maintained inside the Forbidden Zone until the Renan's Alma is ready to be performed, its existence kept top secret. Underneath the Master Core's spherical outer layer is a force field crystal used for the purpose of astral energy containment and stabilization. Inside the force field, astral energy is stored in a dormant state. For the duration of their tenure, each lord competes in the Crown Contest to amass their allotted type of astral energy. In the event of an emergency, each lord may be allowed to withdraw from their respective stock of astral energy as necessary. However, the extent allowed is determined based on their own individual strength. Addendum 1. Design flaws have been discovered in how the Renan's Alma materializes. Be advised that active Master Cores may resonate with other Master Cores located in close proximity and become unstable. Addendum 2. Due to successful regeneration of Renan's Alma, Master Cores will cease to be deployed and the Crown Contest will be permanently halted. Oh, so they stopped the Crown Contest at some point because of the unstable Master Cores. When was that? It must have been in the middle of the Crown Contest or something. And none of the Renans on Dahna knew about this. Alright, so Spirit Cores. Spirit Cores are end terminals used for the collection of astral energy. When embedded with a biological subject, it establishes connections throughout its body. These connections are used to amass astral energy generated from physical activity, which is then emitted from the host's body itself. Because this emitted energy is prone to diffuse, the host must be placed within range of a spirit vessel for the energy to be collected. This means that Dahnans must be employed to harvest the astral energy for the purpose of the Crown Contest. Given the difficulty in producing them, it is advised that spirit cores be retrieved from host bodies and reused upon their death. Oh, yes, I forgot. The spirit cores on the slaves' hands. It's those things. Spirit cores can also be embedded in Zugals to control them via astral art. Addendum. Increased physical load on a host body tends to produce increased astral energy emissions. Final confirmation of ideal workload to impose on host body without inducing death for maximum astral energy yields is still pending. Okay, so that must have been why they enslaved the Dahnans then. They wanted this, the astral energy from the spirit cores. Alright. They're starting to make a little bit more sense now. So this one is about the Lords and Unique Adjustment Index Test Subject Report. So what about the Lords? Each crown contest, 5 of the best qualified members of the Renan populace are chosen to act as lords, vying to serve as the next sovereign. During their tenure, they are granted level 3 authority, as well as one of the 5 elemental realms to administer, and its corresponding master core. They are also assigned an ID crest indicating their design element. The selection process is based only on astral artistry and physical and mental aptitude. Other variables such as age have no bearing whatsoever. Because only the strongest go on to become lords, the position itself does not inherently make an individual any stronger. It should be noted, however, that lords are not the only individuals capable of drawing out a master core's power. All Renans must take part in the selection process, and acceptance of the position is mandatory. It is not allowed for those deemed suitable to decline. Furthermore, in the event that an acting lord is incapacitated and can no longer serve in their position, a replacement must be quickly prepared. But they didn't, though. We've been killing all these lords, but they didn't replace them. Why? Alright, so Unique Adjustment Index Test Subject Report. The following is a report on the second successful case of Sovereign Test Subject Experimentation. Test Subject 10105, given name Volron, duration not available, Unique Adjustment Index, ethnicity not available. Although subject possesses high latent potential, it exhibits significant mental instability along with a strong distaste for following orders. As such, the risks it poses surpass even those of the last successful subject, itself a failure, and is therefore under consideration for disposal. Addendum. This is the first successful case in 300 years. Previously mentioned risk factors are now mitigated due to established control protocols. Subject is to be evaluated under the assumption that Plan 2 will proceed and will be dispatched to Dahna under the guise of serving as a lord. So they sent Volron down to Dahna to be a lord? Oh, well, so wait. They've been saying that, like, Volron killed the Water Lord of, Ganeth-Haros. Did something else happen to the Lord of Ganeth-Haros, and they immediately replaced him with Volron? Is that what happened? It could be it. It could be why Volron was down there at Dahna despite being a sovereign. I'm guessing. Now this part here, sedative mask and brainwashing report. What is a sedative mask? A device covering the wearer's whole face that restricts the Iron Mask. A device covering the wearer's whole face that restricts their mental activity. It was developed for the purpose of pacifying prisoners. Medical applications are also recognized, particularly as a means of preventing patients from sustaining mental trauma. However, doing so is not recommended, as prolonged use of the device carries the risk of inducing a number of adverse side effects. Addendum. Due to the loss of protection facilities incurred from the partial destruction of Lenegis, additional devices will no longer be manufactured. Ah, so that's the Iron Mask that Alvin had at the beginning of the game. Okay, so brainwashing report. After receiving reports of a robust new form of rule emerging in Dahna's water realm, a study was commissioned to investigate the matter in depth. Okay, that's like Volron doing something. This system is unique in that it elevates only the Lord as the supreme authority while relegating both Renans and Dahnans alike to enslavement. Test Subject 10105 serves as the realm's current lord, and has achieved this without the use of any special powers, drugs, or special devices. Rather, it has done so by sheer governance. Given this method's effectiveness at population control, monitoring of the situation will continue. Addendum. Collapse of cognitive facilities via extreme mental repression rooted in violence and fear have proven to be key to this style of rule. Once a subject loses its autonomy, they become desensitized to fear and subsequently cease to prioritize even their own personal safety. Though such a state is ill-suited for commanding officers, it remains an effective way to cultivate disposable infantry and slaves for manual labor. Addendum 2. Soldiers in Lenegis who have undergone this treatment will be asked to secure classified sectors as a trial. The results will be monitored. Ah, okay. So that was what was going on in Ganeth-Haros, all the brainwashing. I think it has something to do with the Red Woman, what the Red Woman did to Doholim's friend. She seemed to have, like, mind-controlled her somehow. So I'm guessing, like, somehow the Red Woman had a hand in what was going on in Ganeth-Haros. She must have helped Volron control the people there. Okay, so what about Lenegis and Detachable Harvester? Lenegis. a large-scale astral energy converter that primarily converts the elemental composition of Dahna's astral energy and transmits it to Rena. Activation and control of astral energy conversion is achieved by placing the Sovereign, Maiden, and Rena's Alma within the central core of Lenegis. Okay, so they had the Rena's Alma then. It was here. It is comprised of classified and essential personnel residence zones around a large conduit, along with a defensive layer surrounding them. This outer layer is deployed upon activation, unlocking the central conduit while simultaneously functioning as the stabilization mechanism. Due to its design, deployment of the outer layer is expected to cause damage to the residential zones. However, because that only takes place during the final stages of the spirit channeling ceremony, no contingency plan to address said damage is needed. Until that phase, Lenegis serves as a central base of operations for the management and execution of the crown contest on Dahna. Warning: any personnel with level 3 authority or lower is strictly forbidden from the classified zone. Any violators will be immediately executed. I see, so this was top secret. This plan to make Lenegis into a harvester was, all a secret. I'm just still wondering what they wanted to do with Dahna's astral energy. Why didn't they just do it from the beginning? I'm gonna guess that they wanted the energy from the slaves first. They want to extract everything they wanted from the Dahnans, the Dahnan people, through those spirit cores before they moved on to the step. That's what I'm thinking. Detachable Harvester. A massive spirit vessel placed on Dahna for the spirit channeling ceremony. It serves as a tip of Lenegis' conduit from which it separates. Upon landing in Dahnan waters, it extends 2 sets of conducting pathways. The vertical pathways connect to the center of Dahna. Meanwhile, the horizontal pathways proceed to envelop the entire surface of Dahna. Once activated, it links to the biological spirit vessels placed in each realm, efficiently harvesting the planet's astral energy en masse. The accumulated energy is then transmitted to Rena via Lenegis. Because construction and adjustment takes place in the Forbidden Zone's regulated area, Lenegis' outer layer must be deployed prior to launch. Intended to function semi-autonomously, only maintenance personnel are expected to manually interface with it when necessary. No other personnel is required for it to function. Addendum: Detachable Harvester 1 was lost on Dahna after exploding due to the rampancy exhibited by the Sovereign. The rampancy? I guess they're talking about Alphen? Or someone else. Addendum 2. Detachable Harvester 2's landing point will remain the same as that of the previous model. This is due to the explosion of the previous model, which altered the planetary topography, enabling easier connection to the center of Dahna. Are they talking about, that area in, what was it called? Mahag-Sar, where they talked about those, weird structures? Now that I think about it, there was one in El Dominicia, too, I think. The topography was weird and wonky. Was that the result of whatever this, detachable harvester was? Might have been it. Alright, this last one. The Sovereign and the Maiden, so the Sovereign. The Sovereign acts as Lenegis' central control device for the spirit channeling ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority and an ID crest. A Dahnan subject serves at the base of its creation. In theory, ideal candidates possess equal affinity for every astral element. However, such aptitude is statistically rare to uncover within real-world conditions. As a result, most subjects die during the adjustment period, and stability is still not guaranteed for those who survive it. This instability, coupled with the Sovereign's powers of astral manipulation, pose a high risk to the security of Lenegis if left unchecked. As such, stabilization measures must be put in place via the support mechanism when utilizing the Sovereign in the spirit channeling ceremony. Addendum 1. No effective alternative methods to perform the ceremony have been found. Trials on Dahnan subjects are authorized to continue. Addendum 2. Unit 2 adjustments are a success. Subsequent adjustments are to be put on hold while extended observations takes place. Okay, this seems to really match up with what we know about the Sovereign so far, about Alphen's situation. Okay, so the Maiden. I've been wondering about the Maiden myself. They didn't really talk about the Maiden for some reason. The Maiden acts as the Sovereign's support mechanism for the spirit channeling ceremony. Each one is granted level 2 authority and an ID crest. A Renan subject serves its functions, providing the Sovereign with the supplement Dark Astral it lacks in tandem with the Renan's Alma. During the ceremony, it is partly responsible for astral energy conversion, as well as maintaining stability over the Sovereign's own powers. Additionally, the degree of intimacy between it and the Sovereign has been observed to positively impact the level of stability in both subjects. Because of this, trial activations of the Sovereign without the maiden present are expressly forbidden. Furthermore, neither the Sovereign nor the maiden are to be informed about the details about the spirit channeling plan. Addendum 1. Mental instability in the maiden has been deemed the cause of the past Sovereign's rampancy. Countermeasures must be considered. Okay, that must be Naori then. Addendum 2. In line with planned adjustments, the current subject will have his maiden registrations revoked and be returned to his original household. Ah, so that's what happened to Naori after the whole event then. Okay. It seems to be a little bit more about what we know about the story, or what's been going on. Alright, so what's this skit?
Only 2 sovereigns in over 300 years. So why has the experiment only succeeded twice in all this time? And if that's the case, why keep on doing it? Was there really no other way? Or could there be some other reason?
Dohalim.
Forgive me.
Alphen.
I'm fine. I'm just a little shaken, that's all. I knew what I was already, so it's not like it's a surprise or anything. But it's strange. I've got all this rage inside of me, but I don't even know who it's for. I'm scared that I'll put a face to it, just to have someone to blame.
If that were to happen, then No. Then we'd help you fight it, before you ever got that far. Wouldn't we, everyone?
Yeah, we wouldn't just sit by and watch you spiral out of control.
That's right. No good can come from being consumed by hatred.
If you ever start to lose your way, you can count on us to guide you back. To remind you where home is.
And I would be happy to lend an attentive ear, should you ever have need.
Thank you, everyone. I think I'll be okay now.
Yeah, I'm thinking that, we're gonna, learn more and more once we keep going on and on. So is that actually the point of no return? We're just gonna keep going and going. So still more in these areas as well. So I got a chest. 3 life bottles, thank you. Oh my god. There's always a reason why they give us a lot of life bottles. Grape gel. Oh, something here, a computer. It's equipment for monitoring subjects. It's probably had a failure disposal mechanism as well. Huh, let me see. Oh, another one. Ah, there's the mask.
Naori, I...
Don't talk. I have to do this. I gave you my word that I'd help you return to Dahna. The next time you open your eyes, you'll be home.
But you...
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill. I'm sorry for what you've endured. Renan never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
The mask contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep. This should help with the pain. Time to go, Elfin. Farewell.
Naori...
His injuries are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode. The chance of surviving hibernation's less than 10%? And worse, long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system.
Ah, so that's how it happened.
But... If I don't
Lenegis will be nothing but ashes, and this starship along with it.
Oh, something was happening in Lenegis? So it wasn't Alphen then. What's been the thorns, or whatever's been going on? Whatever happened after the ceremony failed?
I don't know if I can fulfill my promise to you, Alphen. But if doing this will grant you even the slightest chance, I have to try. I hope it's enough. Please, live for me, Alphen.
So I'm guessing that Naori isn't actually Shion after all, I guess.
That vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Alphen escape Lenegis.
She sure went above and beyond the call of duty.
Even with Lenegis crumbling down around her, she chose to stay put with her people.
So that's why you lost your memories and sense of pain, and why you were asleep for that whole time. It was all the result of one agonizing decision Naori made to save your life.
Yeah. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. I owe her everything. More than I could ever hope to repay.
Now that you know how she felt, how do you plan on honoring her wishes?
She kept her promise. If the Renan people she fought so desperately to protect are at risk from a malevolent force, then I owe it to her to carry on her fight. Naori was the one who put that mask on me, and made me Iron Mask.
She did it to prevent your soul from tearing itself apart. She knew you might lose your memories and sense of pain as a result. But more than anything, she wanted you to survive. And you did.
Ah. I'm wondering if we'll ever see Naomi. Naori. Yeah. I keep thinking about Naomi. I miss her. But yeah, I'm wondering if we will see Naori at some point throughout all of this. Okay, what is in here? A research area. It's a little wide. Classified area. What the heck is this? Hold on, let's move this way. Huh, it doesn't look like anything's here. Oh, chest! A heavy treat, thank you. Now, what the heck is this? It's like the same place that was in that wedge.
This place. We've seen this in one of Naori's memories.
Of course. After 300 years, this is where it was held. The spirit channeling ceremony. This is where the Renis Alma was.
It is weird that, like, we managed to get here so easily. Where are all the guards? Why is this place so empty?
So this is the place where you and Naori...
The Renis Alma isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult, Alphen, but there will be time to dwell on the past later. For now, we need to keep moving. Come on.
There's gotta be something here, though. Oh. Not sure how we know to do that, but okay, Alphen, Shion.
Naori.
What is this? Is it the work of Dana's will again?
It's been a year since the ceremony. That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alphen to lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome.
Is this another memory? No, it's different this time. It's like she's speaking directly to us.
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it. About what was done to us. All in the name of a ceremony. The purpose of which we were never even told. As Sovereign, they linked Alphen's consciousness to Lenegis itself. The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks. That day, as Maiden, my role was to temper his power. I was meant to guide it forth, and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then, everything that's been happening.
But that power showed me a vision. A vision of oblivion. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash, I couldn't go through with it. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out, his consciousness no longer his own. I did what I could.
Oh, something took control of Alphen. I knew it. From, like, when Alphen said, we talked about it, like, he sounded very dejected about the whole thing. I was like, wait, there's no way that could have been possible, unless you wanted that to happen. And apparently, he didn't want that to happen. Something else did.
Using my abilities as the maiden, I tried to seal that power away inside of me. But it was too late. Lenegis had already been brought to its knees. Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out. All because of me. Because of what I had done. With the destructive force now slumbering inside of me, I knew I had to find a way to dispose of it. Anything to make up for my failure. But I didn't know how. Especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Renis Alma seemed to be my best bet. That, at least, would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first. With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renis Alma instead. That's what I hoped, but alas, it was not to be. The Renis Alma was lost, and Alphen, the Sovereign, was in a starship bound for Dahna. My only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden, to buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted, and for a new Sovereign to appear. Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the curse on to my descendants as well. Please, forgive me. I never meant to burden the future world with this threat too. I only wish that there was something more I could have done.
Wait, you can't just...
I see. So Naori and Xian were two different people. All this time.
Naori.
I should have figured as much. I should have figured. I thought it was gonna be the case that, like, Xian was indeed Naori this entire time, but apparently she wasn't, and she's her own character. Which I'm not too disappointed in. I would have been okay whether or not she was Naori. It was just something I kept thinking about.
That message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Dahnan voice speaking through her?
What the? Wow, did we just get new threads? Wow, damn. Whew. Look at me, I'm looking so snazzy.
Yeah, same here too. Holy crap. Look at my blue feathers and all that, damn.
We're really rocking these outfits.
What?
These are the clothes that Naori and I wore during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
Okay, how does that actual energy even do that? How do they make materials out of nothing?
You're saying this is the maiden's outfit?
That's right. These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
Whoa, is that a new cool looking sword behind Alpha's back?
And they appeared now because...
Naori
We don't know.
must have left them here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
Are you sure about that, Renwell? Maybe she just forgot to bring them with her or something, wherever she is.
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, it must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
Locating the Renis Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy inside Shion, thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
It makes sense. After all, Master Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside them from developing sentience.
By that logic, it would stand to reason that the Renis Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
We have a Maiden and Sovereign. Now all we need is the Renis Alma, and we'll finally be able to free you of your thorns. Shion.
It's possible? You really think so?
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once. Even if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing won't happen again. We should take care not to be too optimistic.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's even the slightest hope it can work, I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but I just can't seem to help it. Just hearing there's the slightest chance, even though I know the world's still in great peril. It's selfish of me, I know, but still.
No, it isn't. You found hope to believe in. It'd be strange if you weren't over the moon about it.
Rinwell's right. We can rid you of your curse and still save the world at the same time.
Even though we kind of like have a lot of stuff else to do in the game, but don't worry, Shion, we'll get on that. Let's just put a pin on it for a while until, like, I don't know, 10 episodes later.
Thank you. Naori entrusted us with the fate of all humanity. Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Renis Alma.
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we just need to search Lenegis and Rena until we find it.
Yeah, we can protect the world and save Shion at the same time.
I too shall lend my services. My knowledge of Renan lore is bound to be a useful asset.
And they say modesty is dead.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
How do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together, Shion. You included. Now let's get moving, shall we? Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop.
Yeah, with some new threads, too.
Thank you, Naori.
Yeah, I'm guessing Naori's dead now. Been dead for a long time.
So Naori sealed away the power that made me lose control of myself. She stopped my rampage and saved my life. But then, that power she'd sealed away was passed down to you. I'm so sorry, Shion. It's my fault that you're cursed.
You're wrong. What happened to you was because of the ceremony, and Naori's attempt to stop Oblivion. You paid a heavy price for it, and then fell asleep for 300 years. The reason you lost your memories,
is the reason for your curse.
The thorns.
It all leads back to them. But once they're gone, we can finally put an end to all this.
When my thorns are gone, I never dared to dream that such a thing could be possible. No, the truth is, I think maybe I've always been dreaming about a life without my thorns. The touch of my family, or playing with my friends, holding hands with Rinwell, or giving Law a deserved smack, embracing everyone. All the normal things that people do together. I always wished I could experience them for myself, and finally know what they were like. Is it really okay for me to believe it can happen? I'm so scared of getting my hopes up. What if it doesn't work out in the end, and...
That's not going to happen. I'm here to make sure it won't. Forget fate or destiny or anything else. We're going to live a normal life. There are a lot of things you still want to do, right?
Yeah, you're right. It's such a strange feeling. I know that we've still got plenty of fighting up ahead, and it's for my sake, so I can live.
You're worth fighting for.
I believe you, Alphen.
Good. I'll keep on fighting. For as long as it takes. Until our future is finally in our hands.
Damn. Alright, got new panels now. Latest Maiden. Emblem obtained. Increases maximum HE. The latest member in a 300-year-long line of maidens. Xion intends to use her power to confront the destruction looming over Dahna. Okay, so increased max HE. Revitalize. An advanced healing art that restores all allies' HP. Oh my god. Wow. Give me that shit. Alright, so increase art casting resilience, reduce art casting time during combos, CP restoration when full. Okay. This entire panel, we're getting this. And yeah, she and Alphen got some new threads now. Woo! Soldeal Athalis. A sword given to the chosen sovereign that draws out all the latent powers so as to carry out the spirit channeling ceremony. Gam Alphanes. Ceremonial guard given to the chosen sovereign, granted them the endurance to withstand the immense power of the spirit channeling ceremony. Ceremonial garb given to the chosen maiden, capable of interfering with astral energy, is worn to contain the sovereign's power. Jesus Christ, Renans. Have you ever heard of, like, regular names? Ah, sweet! Look at that! Got ourselves a new pause screen, finally. Alright, so let's check this equipment then. So, Soldri Adres, yada yada. Okay, so apparently, like, Xion's outfit doesn't change, or her weapon doesn't change, but her outfit does. Oh yeah, like, this one's stronger than the other ones. I can still, like, get him in his Sinclair outfit, but this one... Yeah, I think I like this outfit too. It feels so great on Alphen. And as you get her back into her other outfit as well. But yeah, also her hairpiece is different too. Feathered headpiece. A headpiece made with the same feathers seen on a maiden's garb. Its vivid azure hue complements the braided hair to make stunning statement. Okay. That's nice. I don't think there's any new weapon for her. Yeah, there isn't. Okay. And now for the weapon that Alphen got, the new one. I'm still trying to figure out what this iron pipe is for, though. Like, we just got it and we didn't do anything with it, but whatever. Yeah, that looks really cool. Give me that. Okay, so the woman without walls.
Sounds like this Naori chick had quite the big heart.
Yeah, and the big titties, too. Quite the way to start this conversation, Law. Way to go.
Her position demanded nothing less. From the sound of things, she didn't focus on differences, least of all those between Renans and Dahnans.
Yeah. It was Naori who first showed me that such a thing was even possible. And then she saved my life by sending me back home to Dahna.
Not only that, but she willingly stayed behind on Lenegis for the sake of her people. It sounds like she was quite the hero, all right. A truly caring person.
It's as if walls meant nothing to her. The ones separating the Renans from the Dahnans, or herself from others. She had no need for them.
Which basically meant that she never had anything to break down in the first place, huh? Yeah. I think you may be right about that.
You inherited that legacy. Her wish for the world.
Don't I know it?
She's kind of like a lodestar guiding our way, showing us what we can aspire to.
Yeah. I'm still wondering if we'll ever see her. Nah, I think she's pretty much dead. She's long dead. There's no way we're gonna see her again. Which sucks, but oh well. At least we got to know more about her and like answer the question of like who the fuck she was. And I might be going the wrong way too. I mean, I'd like to like at least see Alphen and Xion around with their new outfits. Yeah, look at that. Whew. Looking pretty snazzy. And then for Xion, yeah. Though I will say, I do kind of prefer her other outfit a little bit more, Xion's. This one here, Noble Scarlet. I don't know, I feel like I like this one more than like this one, but well, maybe it'll take some time for me to get used to this one. Maybe. Huh, another teleporter. Okay. There's a lot of teleporters here, but no enemies. Oh boy, what's going on here? Forbidden Zone deaths.
That's quite some door, all right. This might finally be it. The heart of the beast.
We'll find the Renis Alma and the Red Woman inside, right?
After everything we've been through to get here, they damn well better be.
We'll probably be needing you to open this one for us, Sovereign.
Go for it, Alphen.
Alright.
This is it, guys. Time to see what secrets are in store.
Oh boy. This looks like something. What the fuck is this place? Looks to be something. Okay, what's this like skit here?
We're a long way from the residential quarters now. It looks completely different.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, this place, it reminds me more of being back inside the wedge.
Except the Dahnan astral energy feels even stronger here.
In a portion of the city reserved purely for the Renan sovereign.
Maybe he just has strange tastes?
This place looks like it has been here for quite some time now. If its design were a matter of personal preference, we would be talking from centuries ago, or perhaps even further back. Still, this isn't the sort of decadence of taste spoken of in artistic circles. So what is it then?
Hold up, decadence? Artistic circles?
When a preference is indulged to its extreme, it descends into kitsch, eccentricity for the sake of it. I'd be happy to illuminate you further.
That depends. Does it involve you buying me lunch?
The void that
What the fuck?
isn't the stomach, it's the soul.
In that case, I'll let you know the next time my soul starts to rumble.
Now all we need is something to fill up the void inside your head.
Shut up!
God dang it, can you guys take it seriously? We might be approaching the final boss. Oh shit. I did not mean to trigger the cutscene. Oh well.
Volron! He really was still alive.
Oh boy.
And there's the Renis Alma. Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
Wait though, something doesn't seem right here.
Once more, the powers must be united. Born from the fires of chaos, the world does seek its
What the fuck's wrong with him?
All must be sacrificed in the heart of Rena, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What has happened to him? He's lost himself, reduced to a mere cog in a machine.
Hey look, over there.
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Can it be that this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the Maiden?
Oh really?
It looks like it's still running, but Are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
If that's what caused Lenegis' transformation, then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dahna.
But for what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dahna's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Renaissance. Because right now, we need that most of all.
He's not gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time,
Probably.
Law.
Alvin, look!
The Red
What the
Woman! So we finally found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
What?
They all have the same face? How is that even possible?
Oh, they're different red womans all this time. What the fuck? What the fuck is that?
What is this?
Who the hell are they?
It can't be. Are they even people?
It's hard to know for sure, but I think they're the true rulers of Rena.
Okay. Red woman.
They're not feeling particularly talkative.
It's no use, Elfin.
Ow.
If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting ducks here.
Good point. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand.
Alright.
Megasonic thrust!
Oh yeah, I gotta like try out this like incineration wave on like Alpha. Ow.
A chain between heaven and earth.
Alright, there's 3 of them.
A wailing banshee of lightning. Finish without a trace.
Negative gate. Reflect on thy fate.
You're mine!
Alright, we are doing a lot of damage.
Can you take it? This is some punishment.
You'll pay for that!
God damn it, don't blame. Oh shit. Shit.
Winds of flood in your streams.
Benediction light.
Alright.
Here's a Nahar Magic Kazam.
Blending flash!
In here.
It's over!
Will this help?
Whoa. Okay, so which one was the one that gave me incineration roar? Vacuum blade. Okay. I'll try to use vacuum blade these guys if I get the opening.
More where that came from.
I'll face you.
It doesn't happen so far.
Lunar blast. Back into the fray.
Ah, there it is.
Graviton field.
That was cool.
Everlasting dark.
Oh fuck, she is about to die. Nothing's happened so far. These guys don't even have weakness, do they?
I'll smash you.
You're mine! This one's all mine!
Oh boy.
Imbue this vanquished soul with
Savior.
life.
Alright. Boom.
A whirling shattering of pieces. Attack time. Denied.
Here I come!
These guys really don't have a weakness, but listen to us. Alright. Doing goes so far. And boom. Oh god. I'm gonna die. Nothing different is really happening in this like boss fight. Oh fuck, I'm getting hit.
Fray. Back into the fray. By the power of flame. Vanish without a trace.
Fuck. Oh, did not expect that to hit me like that. Ow. Fuck.
Benediction
Here I come!
These guys really know how to hit hard.
Here goes aid.
Come on.
More where that came from.
Damn it. Still not dead.
Eat dirt. Sleep now.
bathed in
I'll
blood.
be saving you.
Come on, we almost got him.
Lunar corruption.
Negative gate. I'm ready.
Here's a healing. This ends now.
And boom.
Here's a healing now.
Surrender! Fighting is useless now!
Do you think it's really over?
Astral energy. Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve.
Oh shit.
What? It's self-destructed?
Alvin!
I'm okay. Just a little roughed up.
You had me worried there.
I'm a little bit confused right now.
Who said you could touch that?
No, hey there, hot dude. You're awake. I didn't know you were awake the whole time. How long have you been watching? I woke up like halfway through.
Damn it! He's awake!
I should have thought as much.
So you know this place?
Naturally, it was built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart.
Even after all this time, you still insist on hating me?
Come on, seriously, Volron. Jing is the worst Genshin Impact character. I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings, but it's the truth. It's the fucking truth! Oh, I cannot wait to have your head on a pike for that, Alphen.
You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
Alright, sure. Look at where you are now, Volron. You're basically surrounded in chains. Come on. You're not really in a place to shit talk.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
Really, is that what you think?
Oh, come the fuck on.
Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you
Kinda?
going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alf, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of Sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings. You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dahna, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dahna. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Dahnan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volron. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
Then you mean Voron was kidnapped just like Alphen? But then he became a
slave from Dahna. Just like us. Isn't that right, Volron?
I figured.
So he posed as a Renan and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
Renan and Dahnan are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters. I will stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
Ah!
A red woman?
Another one?
Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
Don't do it!
Uh-oh. God dang it.
Rena's
It's too late. You can't stay here.
We need to go. Alphen!
Oh god. Okay.
Go. But know I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
Let's go.
Never forget, I am the one who devours everything. Who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am.
Are you
Jesus.
two okay?
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Is Volron... Have we finally seen the last of him?
We can
I doubt it. He seems to be the type to always just pop up at the worst moments.
but hope.
Those red women. What the heck was their deal?
I have no clue.
Could they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers in Faria in a trance?
What? Those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Renasalma. Damn it, that's the second time now!
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back. The future's ours to protect. And right now, those things are what's standing in our way. We can head them off at Rena.
Yeah.
Did you say Rena?
Yeah, we're going all the way to the planet now, finally. I honestly thought that we weren't going to go to Rena, but apparently we are now. Great.
Volron mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
So this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Renasalma in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dahna. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.
But seriously, I was not expecting Volron to actually be here.
He seemed to care not one whit about Renans or Dahnans.
Yeah, not in a good way like with us.
Hey, but he's still hot though. That's all I'll say. He's so goddamn hot, man. I just can't. Oh boy, can't go back now. Oh boy. Alright, then let's head all the way back then. Oh, what's a skit?
I didn't see that coming about Volron. As for those red women, to think they were monsters all along.
Yeah, seems like they weren't really working together then. Like, Volron was really pissed that the Red Woman stopped him from getting the Renasalma. So, I'm guessing that, like, Volron just has his own agenda in all of this. He doesn't really care about the higher-ups or whatever is going on around him. Just himself.
Tell me about it. One minute they look perfectly human. Next thing you know, they're not actually human at all.
They definitely weren't Renan or Dahnan. I'm not even sure language would get through to them.
So what were they then? Human Zoogle hybrids?
Is the most terrifying thing anyone said all day?
How about you, Shion? Dohalie? You ever seen anything like that before?
No, never. However, if they're the same as the Red Woman we've seen with Volron, I think it's safe for us to assume they understand our language at the very least.
I had just so much I wanted to ask them. About Rena, and Shion's thorns.
Unfortunately, they blew themselves up before we got the chance. Why would they do such a thing, though? To take us with them? Or in order to keep something hidden?
Probably
Both
both.
sound plausible to my ears. They took off with the Renasalma too, remember?
Yeah, they did. And the next time we meet them, we're going to make sure they tell us everything they know.
Yeah. Alright, let's get a move on. Yeah, for some reason I still can't head back. I'm having to feel that, like, something changed outside of this place. That's why they warned me about, like, going further. I doubt there's anything else here, right? Yeah, nothing else. Oh, sweet, you can, like, restore my thing again. Might as well check my art, I mean, my skill panel. Alright, art casting mobility for Dohalim.
It's time to finish this! Die!
Yeah, it's pretty much the same for Shion's outfit. Nothing much has changed. Just new outfit for her, and Alvin. Yeah, I'm gonna like fight some enemies with his like EXP boost if I can. Including this big motherfucker. Okay. There's gotta be a reason why we couldn't teleport back here.
What the? When did it get pitch dark all of a sudden?
The lights are all out. Think it has something to do with the explosion back in the Forbidden Zone? Joe?
Ah.
You two.
Faria, Avakir. Thank goodness you're safe.
Avakir filled me in about everything. About how I ambushed you all.
She doesn't remember a thing, so she really was being controlled.
He told me about Tarnigan, too. Is it true?
What difference does it make? What's done is done.
Stop casting me off, just for once!
Faria, not now. It can wait. Dohalim, Lenegis is in grave peril.
So I can see.
It's the city's core reactor. It's damaged. Some of the basic systems we've managed to keep online, but complete restoration's still a way off.
You're an elite technician, though. You can fix it, right?
If so, then what's the problem?
Panic's begun to set in among the citizens. Until now, whenever something like this happened, the Sovereign would issue a decree. But this time, not so much as a peep. Any longer, and we run the risk of riots breaking out before we can get things back up and running.
Forget the Sovereign. I doubt you'll be hearing from him anytime soon.
What's that supposed to mean? Do you know something I don't?
Suffice it to say, the Sovereign isn't the kind of ruler we thought he was. That is, if he ever even existed, which is looking doubtful at this stage.
Are you out of your mind? Why, if people knew that a lord such as yourself was whispering such blasphemy, they'd—
There's no time to explain now. It sounds like we need to find a way to keep Lenegis from spiraling out of control.
We need to stop that riot.
But how do we do that?
Riots feed on discontent and unrest, right? So if we want to keep the peace, we just need to put people's minds at ease.
What, we gonna do some side quests? Oh lord, that's gonna be so amazing. Hopefully none of them have anything to do with fucking owls.
At ease. Like by letting them hear directly from someone they trust. That's it. Who's the highest ranking person in Lenegis right now?
Lenegis wouldn't have a next in line. After all, you said the Sovereign rules over everyone directly, right?
Correct. The closest thing to an authority figure would be a lord. And the only one left is... Ah. Very well then. Avakir, you mentioned a few facilities were still online. Which ones?
Why hasn't the Sovereign said anything?
Please, won't somebody explain what's going on?
Is it over? What's going to happen to all of us?
Heed me now, fellow Renans of Lenegis. It is I, Lord Dohalim Ilkaris of Eldaman and Sia.
Look, up there! It's Lord Dohalim!
Hold on! He should be in the crown contest! Shouldn't he? Why isn't the Sovereign talking to us?
The Sovereign is seeing to other matters right now. In my capacity as Lord, I speak to you in his stead. You're afraid, as people so often are when faced with the unknown. I hope you'll allow me to put your fears to rest. The city's core reactor has experienced a malfunction. However, we have our top engineers attending to the matter, and things will soon be back to normal. I know that you feel abandoned, perhaps more scared and alone than ever before. But I ask you all to keep one thing in mind. You are Lenegis, not the lords and sovereign. The solidarity of its citizens is the mortar that holds it together. If we don't allow ourselves to be distracted by our differences, if we put our hearts and minds together and stand as one, I am confident we will find new hope. I would be honored to stand with you. Not as a person of loftier rank, but as another human being among men. I hope that you'll lend me your strength, for if we can persevere as one, I know a bright tomorrow awaits.
There we go. Thank God we had Dohalim on our team.
Your speech seems to have done the trick. Looks like the city won't be descending into chaos after all.
I only pray the relief will tide the city over for the time being.
What you said earlier, about the Sovereign possibly not even existing, was it true?
It's still too premature to say with any certainty, but I believe so. This whole time, this world we've been fed was a lie, built on nothing but falsehoods.
But it can't all have been...
I can believe it. After everything I saw in the Forbidden Zone, what they did to Faria, it's the only explanation that makes sense.
But what about hierarchy, Avakir? Authority? The very foundations of Renan society? How can we live without someone to guide us?
I'd say we found someone capable of doing just that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's all coming full circle now. Wow. That's actually very interesting. Like, I didn't really think about it, but like, Dohalim didn't want to be the Lord anymore, but now he has a chance to finally step up, to like, bring what Elder was to more places, and finally bring both the races together. That's nice.
You? You can't be serious.
I have business I must take care of first. But once everything is over, I shall return. But not as your sovereign, nor as a leader the likes of which the people here are used to, I think.
But how else do you propose to rule?
I'm not sure yet. All I have is a feeling that here in Lenegis, a new dawn is on the verge of breaking. One in which people won't be judged by birthright or on the power of their astral arts, but on other things. More important things. Things like, oh, I don't know, musical talent, for example.
When I bumped into you after all those years, I said you were no different. But I was wrong. Truth is, you were always different. I feel like maybe now I can finally begin to accept Turnigan's death. To see a future.
You go finish whatever it is you've got to do. I'll hold down the fort here in Lenegis till you get back.
Thank you.
I guess you're not going to make it to Menancia for the foreseeable future, huh?
Indeed. Forgive me.
The people of Menancia can look after themselves just fine. It's the ones here on Lenegis who need someone to guide them. Besides, with you leading the people here, it'll help spread the idea of coexistence beyond Menancia's borders that much faster.
Sounds like you're in it for the long haul.
How could I not be, after the second chance that I've been granted? From this day forth, I shall dedicate myself to the future inhabitants of this world. Though the memories of the departed shall remain forever in my heart.
Remember, you're going to be leading the people here, not ruling them.
True enough. Whatever would I do without you, Kisara?
Aww.
With or without her, I suspect you're gonna have your hands full when the time comes. We should be heading back to the ship. Business on Rena awaits.
New panel. Dohalim, Renan leader. Max AG. After taking charge of the situation, relieving the people of Lenegis of their fear, Dohalim stands tall, no longer burdened by his past. Ground Dasher. Ooh, okay. Probably will get that. Improved healing arts, and easy perfect evading guarding and down damage. Alright. Alrighty, that's nice. Alright, strengthen magic charge for Rinwell.
Looks like the people of Lenegis can rest easy.
I couldn't have done it without your words of encouragement, Law.
Hey, you're the one who made the speech.
I think everybody can share the credit here.
Too true. Okay, we still can't, like, leave for some reason. I guess we're actually going to go to the departure zone then. Okay, Decky, let's keep a move on then. Hopefully they'll re-unlock the waypoints at some point. So let's, like, open this skit here.
In one sense, when all is said and done, perhaps I have been a slave this whole time too.
You, a Renan lord? How do you figure that exactly?
I was complicit in the Renan system, bound by its values, resigned to being swept along, without the resolve to take a stand. And when I realized the severity of my mistake, all I longed for was punishment. A lord. And yet my first instinct was to place my fate in the hands of others.
I think I can relate. I couldn't stand watching my people bow and scrape their way through life, but I didn't know what else I could do about it either. The ability to think for yourself and be your own master, that's what separates a slave from a free person. At least, that's what Law's dad Zephyr used to say. Zephyr taught me how to fight. But in doing so, he also taught me how to live.
Yeah, Daddy Zephyr, we still miss him.
Even if it means stumbling along the way. If it's on a road of our own choosing, free of regret. Why, that's the road of freedom. Or, to put it another way, so long as his heart is compromised, even the loftiest of kings is no freer than a slave. I think I finally understand now. This Zephyr character sounds like he was a wise man indeed. I only wish I could have met him.
There's just so much I wish I could ask him, especially now. I wonder, have I been correctly carrying on the torch that he passed to me?
Most likely. His mind would probably crack like an egg after all the bullshit that we went through. Fucking Alphen turning out to have been the sovereign all this time and shit, and all this Dahnan experimentation, like Jesus Christ. Alright, what's this skit here?
How long have you known?
Known what?
About the darkness I carry inside me. You seem to have been aware of it for quite some time now.
Why ask me now? What does it matter? But yes, I have. I've pretty much known that something was gnawing at you ever since we left Menancia.
So basically since the very start of our journey then. Just when I thought I couldn't feel more ashamed.
Leave the past where it belongs. We have no need for it now. You're forging ahead. That's what matters. If my brother could see you, he'd be proud.
Not as proud as he would be of his sister, I'm sure.
Well then, just as well it's not a competition, huh?
I like how these two are, being so chummy with each other. Dohalim and Kisara. Okay, what is other skit here too? There's a shit ton of skits going on right now.
Kisara? Anyone at home in there?
Sorry. Did I look distracted?
Among other things. To be entirely honest, I couldn't tell whether you were smiling or frowning.
You were thinking about Dohalim, weren't you?
That obvious, huh? I was just thinking how good it is to see him moving forward at last. It was always so infuriating, knowing how capable he could be if he just put his mind to it. A prisoner trapped in a cage of his own self-doubt. But now, he's finally beginning to spread his wings. I'm happy for him.
So, then why do you look so sad?
Oh, I don't know if I'd say sad. There's a bittersweetness to it, I guess. It's good and strange, knowing that he won't be needing me anymore. It probably sounds weird, doesn't it? I have this massive worry off my mind. I should be jumping up and down for joy, right?
Must be that maternal instinct of yours at work.
Rinwell's right. You're like a mother bird, finally letting go as her child takes his first shaking and nervous flight from the nest.
A pretty big child.
That's one way to look at it. I wouldn't like to see Dohalim's face if he heard you say that. All this has made me realize I can't allow myself to become a prisoner of my own making like he was. If Dohalim can forge his own path ahead, then I can too. I won't be left behind.
Yeah, she's really wish they didn't make us, like, run all the way back to the hangar bay. Something's got to happen at some point. Oh, I just realized something. We didn't see the foodie here at Lenegis. That's a shame. It would have been really fun if we got to see the foodie here. But, oh well. I guess even he has his limits. Unless we somehow see him in Calaglia or some bullshit. Or somewhere in Dahna. Now, why couldn't we teleport here? I don't get it.
I thought we'd find answers on Lenegis, but we just ended up finding more questions.
You can say that again. And now we have more problems to fix too. Like figuring out how to reform Lenegis.
That can wait for now. We've got more than enough on our plates to deal with as it is. Like figuring out who's really running the show on Rena.
Yeah. Which is why we're going to the Renan homeworld.
All the answers we've been looking for are on that planet. The person responsible for all this. The Red Woman and the Renasalma.
Yeah.
The answers have to be there. Are we prepared to finally find them?
So, what do we do first when we get there?
I don't know. Probably go out and find some weed to smoke. That's usually the first thing I would do if I ever end up on a new planet. Quickly find the biggest weed joint, if I can. Or whatever they call weed on that planet.
We know nothing about the Renan homeworld or what we might face once we arrive. We should get a feel for how things are on the ground before we take any serious steps.
It's also entirely possible that the first thing we're going to face is an attack.
If we come across a capital, we should...
What?
What?
What the fuck? Oh my god. What is this woman doing? She can go up into space? Oh, for fuck's sakes. What's happening? What's she doing? What the fuck? The end.
Damn! The hell just happened?
Our course has been altered. The coordinates are pointing to a different destination.
What's that?
The ship's controls aren't accepting my commands. The engine is being shut down.
That's bad, right?
Quite bad. We've lost control of the ship.
Is all of this the Red Women's doing?
Are they trying to finish us off before we can land?
Everyone! Look there!
What's going on now? It's just one thing after a fucking another. What in the fuck? What the fuck? Great. Well, we're fucked. Man, remember when we, like, first started this out, it was like, freeing a bunch of slaves? Man, look at us now, seeing all this shit. Can't wait to tell the old folks at home.
A flower blooming out of Rena?
But that flower looks like it's absorbing all of Dahna's energy.
And it appears Lenegis is serving as a conduit for that energy to reach here. Could that have been its true purpose all along?
If that's true, do you think the people back on Lenegis are all right?
I have no clue.
We can only pray that they are.
Damn it! Haven't they taken enough already? When is this going to end?
The flower of oblivion.
With everything that's happening, we need to get back to Lenegis. Is the ship still offline?
Yeah, why did she, like, move us to a different space? She could've just, like, moved us directly to the sun and just obliterated us.
Unfortunately, yes. Even more so than when it lay dormant.
Can you fix it?
Starships are extremely complex machines. One wrong move while we're out here in space could very well cost us our lives.
So what? We're just stuck inside here, floating around? For how long?
I don't believe this. We've made it all this way, and now we're stuck here? We're watching Dahna die before our eyes, and we have no choice but to sit here and starve to death?
Law, calm down! You're not the only one who's worried here.
Right. Sorry.
It's still too early to give up. There has to be a way to get out of this.
Alphen.
Wait, what is it now?
The starship, it's back online?
No, this is different. Something is pulling our ship in towards it.
Is this some kind of giant space monster? I bet it is. Might as well throw another one at us. What the fuck is this? What in the fuck is this? Is this a space station?
We managed to get moving, but where are we?
It looks like Lenegis in here.
Do you think we might run into more Renans here? Or those red women?
I don't know.
Perhaps. Someone brought us here. The question is, who?
We haven't been ambushed, so that probably means they aren't hostile. Still, why would anyone want to bring us here?
Hey, Shion!
If they wanted to attack us, they could have done so while we were back on the starship. We should see where this path takes us.
Alright. Jesus Christ, there's so much shit happening in this one. Yeah, that is definitely the case. Now that, like, yeah, I can't go back anywhere until I get done with whatever's going on here. Look around the area, the summoning. Alrighty guys, I think that's a perfect time to end this episode off. I know this is a really really awkward place to end this episode off, but I'm really way too long into the recording session, and fucking Christ, this one thing just happening after another. Holy crap. But I'm very thankful that, like, the story isn't necessarily ending. I kind of wish they made it a little bit less obvious, like, oh, like, maybe they should have warned us about the fact that, like, oh, the story or the world may change if you progress further or something, instead of just saying, oh, well, this might be the point of no return or whatever, but maybe that's just my misinterpretation. Anyways, guys, hope you all enjoyed this episode of Tales of Arise. If you did and would like to see more, please be sure to leave a like and a comment down in the comment section. And if you have not already, I would like for you to leave a subscribe. That would make me a very happy person. And I promise you all that this Therian will be around for the next episode. Until we meet again, guys, I bid you all a fond farewell.